Welcome back to the Unfortunate Diehards podcast. Hashtag number 49, Leafs and Sens legend. Austin Matthews still probably doesn't know who he is. Scott Sabaray.
Was that one? Speaking of Leafs and Sens, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. in Ottawa.
Yep, see you there. Sens win.
Oh, you're going to be at the game. True. No, I'm not going to be there, but,
That actually does usually happen, to be fair.
Yeah.
So, if the Leafs beat the Sens, it's actually going to be surprising in this.
It's true. It will be.
Well, welcome back to the podcast, everyone. We are a little bit all over the place, and by we, I mean Omar is about to attend a wedding, it looks like. Sufi's about to attend a hockey game, and I'm outside the North Pole.
And let's wish our most consistent viewer, Ali Madari, a happy birthday, 28th birthday.
That's it, bro.
But welcome back. I'm Evan. I'm a Sens fan.
Omar, the Leafs fan.
Sufi, Caps fan. That was necessary.
And welcome to our 49th, almost big milestone episode.
I didn't think we'd be here.
Almost at number 50, boys.
It did take us longer than
almost Omar's age. We're not slowing down with the jokes.
It was only right. In episode 50, Omar's going to roast us. That's the big change.
The episode after my 30th birthday, you guys are going to go crazy, aren't you?
To be fair.
How can you have multiple 30?
We're going to have an episode on your birthday. Damn. Got you there. Now we're going to film on your birthday.
Anyways, welcome to the podcast, everyone. And let's kick it off with a little update. Omar, tell us about yourself.
Well, as you can see, I'm very dressed up today.
Great. Is there a conclusion to that sentence?
Whatever. I've had family in town from the UK, so we've been really busy for the last 10 days. I've been not getting any sleep and been running around a lot everywhere and been sleeping at 3 a.m., waking up for work at 8 a.m. On a daily basis. And my sister got married over the weekend, so we had a lot of stuff going on for that, and we had to do all the setup and the driving around and the whole spiel and do everything. So for the last 10 days, it's been go. So I'm quite exhausted, to be honest. But it all went great.
Good.
And it's almost over.
We get one guest leaving Friday, another guest leaving Saturday, and we got this guy coming. One guest leaving Friday, another guest leaving Saturday, and this guy coming Saturday as well.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Okay.
That's this guy.
Saturday, yes. I will be back in I can't say homeland, I guess, but it's almost like one.
Pretty much your homeland.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of the person's homeland, who this is, Evan.
His actual homeland.
Yes.
Because he's native.
A little bit. Yes. I'm currently outside the Canadian Tire Center, still cheering on the 6-2 win from the Ottawa Senators last night against the New York Rangers.
Oh, they finally won a game. Finally.
Two in a row, and then it's about to be 3 against your stinky team.
I saw Brady Tkachuk get so happy at his goal. I was like, your team's ass, man. Don't get so happy. Win some games before you get...
Oh, my God, bro. The animosity before the game.
Oh, my gosh.
What is happening?
I can't wait until Martin Jones is your starting goalie.
Might actually happen.
Yeah, I've just been busy, grinding. Had a coffee today.
That's crazy.
I know. Yeah, just living life. The snow's pretty around here. I don't like the cold that much, but I'll be in Florida soon. And yeah, Sufi?
Honestly, it's been pretty good in the last however long that we haven't had an episode. Actually, no. I've been up. My sleep schedule has been absolutely crazy because been attempting to stay up for some games that are at 3 a.m. in the morning for the Caps like Western road trip. Every time that I haven't stayed up, they've won, and the 2 times out of the 5 that I stayed up, they lost. One of the times it was heartbreaking. The other time they gave up early, so it actually made it a little easier on me because I could just go back to sleep. But yeah, no, the school's going well. We're almost done this semester, so coming home for a month, which I'm going to need to reset because my brain's a little mush right now. But I still know how to hockey, and that's all that really matters.
I didn't even know you learned how to hockey in the first place.
That's crazy, bro. I learned how to hockey before you did.
I disagree. Who is in Canada right now? I am from Canada. I am the hockeyest hockey.
My soul has never left.
I know. Okay. I can feel it. It's good. Constantly harassing me.
As it should.
And so let's talk about our teams briefly. So Washington, as you said, has been a little up and down lately. Has the power play gotten any better?
I mean, considering we were quite literally at rock bottom, like we had no goals on the power play for a month. And then on this Western road trip, we had 2. They were in the same game. And in one of the games, we didn't have a power play. So you know what? It's still horrible. But I don't know where I was going with that because there's no conclusion. It's still just bad. And they refuse to change, they just refuse to change the formation. They changed the people on it. They sat Kuznetsov on the bench and told him not to leave, but it hasn't really done anything. That's not going to change unless they move Obi from a spot because regardless of who they put everywhere else, no one's able to get him the puck. And if they do get him the puck, there's 3 guys standing in a line trying to block a shot. So it's just never going to work. But aside from that, so it was a bit of a weird road trip. The San Jose game, it was like we outplayed them the entire game and we lost 2-1. And then we played LA like the next day or the day after, and the exact opposite happened, where we got absolutely ass handed to us for the entire game and we won 2-1 because Charlie Lindgren made like 39 saves or something like that. And we only had like 15 shots, but we still won 2-1. The Anaheim game was good, 1-5-4. Got absolutely drilled by Vegas and Arizona. So I think everyone was just happy to come home. The Kuznetsov benching was honestly a very good sight for me because I'm like, if this doesn't wake him up, then nothing will. So he kind of has to come back from this and be a little bit better. But if he does, then we can trade him. There's a lot of trade rumors happening right now with Columbus. I think there's only a couple of teams connected to them, but Washington's one of the stronger ones. And we were looking for like a top 6 forward, and Mr. Line kind of fits that build. So, but the only way that works is if we give Kuznetsov back, and I don't know if they really want him. So we'll hope for the best. But either way, I'll take like Marchenko or Chinakhov too. Honestly, just trade for someone at this point. He's been talking about it for like 6 months. So, but yeah. So nothing that different. Our record is pretty much where it was 2 weeks ago.
And in always perfect Leafland, apparently.
We're always perfect. Is it
perfect? Matthew's been kind of mediocre.
There's never anything wrong in Leafland. Klingberg's on Robert Island as of today.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Hip surgery and
season-ending surgery.
He's his very needful surgery is taking place. But he's getting hip surgery.
Have you ever noticed how in Leafland, if someone's not playing well, they end up getting season-ending surgery?
Yeah, it's quite convenient, to be honest.
Matt Murray last year.
Yeah.
And this year, actually.
Rolled it out early.
Yeah.
Muzzin is different because Muzzin, they actually really wanted him to play, but the guy just couldn't. Yeah. But so Klingberg is going to be out. The Blue Line needs some work. The Leafs are, stumbling along and winning games, but they're winning games stumblingly. So, they're not holding on to leads and they're getting down. But you know what? They're winning. They're still winning. And if they're losing in OT, so they're still getting a point. They're not really losing in regulation.
What's funny? They have less regulation wins than Ottawa somehow.
Yes, it's I think half of their wins, if not more at the moment, are actually OT wins. And in each of those games, they've given up like a 2-goal lead, or they've come back from being down 2 goals, and then won in OT. Always the Leafs Boston again. Boston wins in OT. That always stings when Boston squeezes out ahead again, but it is what it is.
Bad Marchand.
So he got a hat trick. No, not against. He didn't get a hat trick against the Leafs. Actually, he got a hat trick the game before that.
Big four, and then he got the OT winner, didn't he?
I think he got 2 on the Leafs. Yeah, he's 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's happening in Leafland apart from that? Nothing. Marner was playing kind of mediocre. He got benched. He didn't get benched. He got demoted. Let's say demoted. And then he came back and got a hat trick the next game. So I think that speaks for that. They're playing. They're not playing amazing. They're not playing terrible, but they're winning games because they're good enough to win games.
How do you feel about the John Tavares not back checking?
Actually, I didn't see that, so I can't comment on it.
Damn.
I have not seen it.
I'll send it to you after.
I have been so busy that I've been keeping track of scores in the last 10 days.
Yeah.
Of games happening, but I haven't actually sat down and watched games, or even sat down and watched full highlights. So, if there's any stuff that's happened, I haven't actually seen it yet.
There's it's been a huge story for the last few days where, honestly, on Twitter it's just been everywhere. But on Marchand's goal, I think Pasternak had a breakaway, and then no one was really chasing him down. But I think it was Nylander kind of came back, but then Pasternak missed, and the rebound came out to Marchand after Marchand raced to get back into the play. So that's the whole thing, was that Tavares just from the moment that Pasternak had a breakaway just didn't move. He basically moved 5 feet after that, and that was pretty much it. Had he even skated remotely hard, he probably would have got to Marchand and at least given him a run for his money at least. But yeah, that's been a pretty big those are the kinds of plays that Ovechkin used to get crucified for back in the day. If you do that in Leafland, they're gonna come at you for a few days at least.
Well, the Leafs are currently on pace to win the cup, so we're good.
Math is not mathing there.
Always have to throw that in there. Evan, what's it like in your Sens land? They're finally at 500.
They've been at 500 forever.
They're at 10-10. They were on some 4-game losing streak, weren't they?
Well, they had a couple not so great losses.
Yeah.
Which was
after sweeping a Sweden trip, which went well for them, but they shot the bed after that.
Mm-hmm. But then 2-0 shutout against Seattle, and then 6-2 win against the best team in the NHL. The Senators, just again a confusing team. But today hired Jacques Martin as senior advisor to coaches or something like that. So
just make him the damn coach, man.
Make him the coach, man. Yeah.
So bringing him in to help with TJ Smith, Jack Capuano, Alfredson, whoever's kind of helping out with the players and coaching, which I think can be a good move, and maybe will help develop our coaching staff more. Some people are getting really excited after 2 wins, but I hope that they can kind of keep up some consistent play and more wins. They do still games in hand, so hoping they can win some games out of those ones that they have behind other teams in their division. And Bath Bomb's hot. That's all I got.
One thing I've noticed about both mine and Evan's fan bases is if we have 2 wins, everyone is so happy with their lives, and then there's 2 losses in a row, and then the world is suddenly ending.
Yeah.
And every single player is just the worst. Darcy Kemper for us gets a lot of heat.
Yeah.
1 loss and he gets absolutely railed. It's the same thing with it's similar to how Korpisalo has been this season, although he hasn't really had much going great for him. But yeah, how do you feel about that game where everyone was just killing each other for no reason? The Kachuk Bowl.
I thought it was fun. They made at least an entertaining game that maybe wouldn't have been entertaining without that for Sens fans. So that was the silver lining, I would say.
Interesting.
Yeah, trying to be positive,
Oh yeah, are you thinking? Are you confident about 3 in a row tomorrow versus the Leafs?
I feel like most Leaf fans, shout out Nick, know that the Leafs usually lose to the Sens. So
I actually need to see the record on that, man, because I actually have no idea.
I
think
called
it's gonna
it.
be some assumption at this point.
I was almost bang on last game when I told you my prediction as well.
You'll have to throw out another one.
I told you it's gonna be go for the over, and I told you Sens win easy, 6-3 or whatever it was. Yeah, I think.
Right, let's get a prediction here. All three of us. Evan, go. Tomorrow's Sens game. Sens Leafs.
I was talking about it earlier. I said it's going to be between a 4-2 to 5-3 win for Sens, depending on empty nets. So my guess will be
Boom, 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 boom.
Let's go, bro.
Five.
Winded, bro.
5-2 with an empty net for the Sens.
Omer. Omer.
5-3 Sens.
Okay. I'm going 4-1 Leafs, but there's 2 empty netters.
Great.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think Klingberg leaving the defense for good is just going to improve overall morale of the team.
I don't think you're going to be right on.
I also need Matthews to get me fantasy points in my other league, so I'm kind of just hoping.
At least I'm not going to be at the game tomorrow. I was planning on going, but I won't have the time. So
Yeah, we're being
not paying $100 to see a loss, because I can't remember the last time I went and saw a win.
That's fair. You'd rather pay like $600 to go see them lose in the playoffs.
Yeah, at least losing a playoff game in that case.
Oh wait, we need to talk about Patrick Kane. In the last 2 weeks where we haven't talked, he's both signed and is making his debut for the Red Wings tomorrow,
which is very shocking because I was expecting him to be out until at least Feb.
Well, I think the return for that injury was like very like the span of months was pretty large. It was like 6 to like 10 months or something like that. Mm-hmm. But I think at some point in his recovery, he said that he was going to be on the earlier side of that.
Okay.
But then he was just on the very early side of it. I mean, it's very obvious why he went there, right? Like it's closer to home plus DeBrincat, so it kind of just makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I think he'll make a positive impact. I don't think
he needs to do that much for that to be a good signing.
He doesn't need to do much because it's not. I mean, they're not expecting him to be Patrick Kane of 2010. It's Patrick Kane after hip surgery, and he slowed down significantly. But he'll still contribute out there. He'll still do something.
Let's help out with power play and see if you have some chemistry with the DeBrincat left. Exactly. And you're only making like 2.5 mil or something like that. I don't know what the contract is. I think it's around
2.75. I thought.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty low. It's a pretty low risk signing. If it works,
1 year too.
Yeah.
He's not going to go in there and like ruin anything.
If it doesn't, you move on. It's not a big. So I think it's a good.
Yeah.
Why not just do it?
Because Detroit before the season was looking like the least promising of those 3 teams that were up on the coming, and now they're the most promising of the 3. So
yeah, but I want to I do think Patrick Kane's not going to be that much of an impactful player on. I think he'll get some points and whatnot, but like he's coming in with no training camp. He's coming in after massive hip surgery. He hasn't done anything this year. Mm-hmm. His age is also up there. He's been slowing down for a few years anyway. I don't think he's going to be that impactful.
That's the thing. That's what I thought, bro. Yeah. He only slowed down for 1 year, and it was last year. Because the year before that he was good. The year before that he had like 90 points or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not necessarily his skill level dropped. It's like we're just gonna have to see how he plays with the hip injury. That's pretty much it.
The skill that's the thing. His skill level didn't drop. His I think his movement and his agility and everything is going to be impacted because of the hip. So let's see.
Because no one's really expecting him to be a two-way menace out here anyway. Or like driver of offense.
I don't think he was ever expected to be a two-way menace anyway.
No. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
he just needs to focus on one blue line to the other, and that's we're good.
Exactly. All right. Well,
Stat game.
I got a stat game for you guys, and today's is a little bit fun because it should be pretty easy, but I'm going to be very strict on time limit because I want you to knock these off. And so you're going to be judged not so much at how well you know this, but how fast you can name them. So I'm doing a max time per guess of 20 seconds. Okay, so I'm gonna have a timer going. 20 seconds for you to come up with guesses. You have 2 strikes, and you got to give me the top 5 right now, any position, assist leaders.
Currently in the NHL this year.
Currently, right now, who are the top 5 assist leaders? I don't care what position, any position. Assist leaders, top 5. You have 2 strikes, and you got 20 seconds per guess. And you can take a bit longer for your first one because I'm gonna get the clock ready right now.
And we're a team.
Makar.
And we're a team.
You're a team.
Yeah.
You're a team.
Makar.
Yes,
Makar's
yes, Makar's in there. Next one.
yeah, Makar, I'm pretty sure he's.
Okay. I'm just.
Hughes?
These aren't guesses. I'm talking to Suvi. Kucherov, Hughes,
I think both of those are in there.
Pedersen, Miller could be in there.
10 seconds.
I think we go Quinn first. I think he's safe.
Quinn Hughes.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are the order of these right now?
You have
What are you
1
at?
and 2. You have Hughes at 1, and you have Makar at 2. So you need 3, 4, 5.
Pedersen or Kucherov? Kucherov is points. Yeah.
Are you guessing him?
Kucherov.
Yes.
Kucherov's number 3. Ooh, we're gonna do a sweep here. You got 2 more, 4 and 5,
What are our strikes?
and you have 2 strikes.
I'm pretty sure McKinnon's up there, by the way.
Oh yeah, McKinnon.
Yeah, he has a ton of assists. McKinnon.
All right, McKinnon's number 4.
Damn.
All right, can you
All
go
right,
for
Pedersen or Miller, Sufi.
I'm pretty sure it's one of those two. I just don't know. The thing is, we have 2 strikes. We can just go one or the other.
Miller.
Yes, you did the sweep.
Let's go.
Wow,
That
that was easy.
a joke.
You know what? That was fast. Can you do top 10? Let's see if can you sweep top 10?
Pedersen.
Yes, number 6. You really got them in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you need
I don't know
7.
if we can get the rest in order, man. Like, that's tough. Jack
Panarin.
Panarin's number 10.
Ooh. Jack Hughes.
Number
I know he
7.
missed time.
Number 7.
Oh, there we go. Damn, he scored a lot of points before he got injured.
Maybe Kyle Connor.
8 and 9. You need 8 and 9.
Kyle Connor.
No, strike 1.
I'm thinking dry side maybe,
I thought about him.
or Point. But I think Point has more goals, but I don't know for sure. Is there another defenseman there?
I'm giving you hints.
We could do Draisaitl.
Draisaitl?
Nope. Strike 2.
Crosby.
Nope.
Point?
Nope.
Okay, I have no idea. Brantanen, like Theodore, Barkov,
Eichel.
Eichel, yeah.
Nope.
Barzal.
I'll tell you when you name one. Nope.
Brat.
Nope.
What the heck?
There's no defenseman, is there?
Eric Carlson.
Not
No.
Eric Carlson.
Well, dang.
It's one defense.
Edmund?
We got 1 defenseman and
Edmund?
we have 1 right wing.
Hedman?
No.
Pasternak.
Pasternak?
Pasternak's number 9. So you're number 8.
It's not McAvoy. Fox?
No.
Yossi. Doughty. Morrissey.
No.
Riley.
Damn. Riley, yeah.
Hronik.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. He didn't do anything else.
His 2 goals.
Yeah. Well done.
Rickles.
That was good. That was good. Those are your top 10 in assist leaders.
No way.
You guys, that was our first sweep of the stat game ever. You guys got 1 to 5, bang, 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 all in order and without.
No. 1 to 6.
You got 1 to 6 actually all in order. Yeah.
And then 10 and 7.
Yeah.
All right. Roster game.
All right. Roster game. And that's some on Sufi.
Yeah. I'm giving you 30 seconds at each guess, max, but it's going to be done in my head unless you have a thingamajig. So we're doing 2015.
Yep.
Or 2014, 2015.
20 what?
2014, 2015.
Yeah.
Cup winning. Chicago Blackhawks.
Oh, I'm gonna be messed up with all the different players, different years.
Oh man. Okay, so who's gonna go first?
I'm
You
gonna
go
sort
first.
by player name. And we're gonna say if they played at least one game in the playoffs.
At least one game in the playoffs. Okay.
Can I know which cup this is? 1, 2, or 3?
3.
The third cup, 2015. Yeah, it's a third cup.
Okay. So who are we starting?
You tell us.
Omar.
Omar, go.
Jonathan Taves.
Yep.
Patrick Kane.
Yep.
Duncan Keith.
Yep.
Brent Seabrook.
Yep.
Marian Hossa.
Yep.
Now I'm like, I know, but I don't want to.
That's the
I don't know
core.
what Patrick Sharp.
Yep.
Um.
There's 3 shakes, by the way. I think that.
Okay.
Obvious.
Brandon Saad.
Yep.
Hjalmarsson.
Yep.
Seabrook.
You already said it.
Oh, he said Seabrook. I don't get a strike there, right?
No.
Um.
Give me a goalie here, guys. Damn.
No. Shut up.
Corey Crawford.
There you go.
Johnny Oduya.
Yep.
Desharnais or Desjardins, however you said his name.
Which Desharnais are we talking about here?
There's more than one.
Are you thinking David Desharnais?
No, I was thinking the other guy, Andrew.
Oh yeah.
All right.
There you go. Bro, that's such an upset. He played 13 games in the regular season and 21 in the playoffs. What a guess.
Desharnais.
Andrew Desjardins.
Andrew Shaw.
Yeah. He scored some big goals.
Ryan Hartman.
No, he didn't play in the playoffs.
Oh,
He only played five regular season games.
So do I go now?
Wait,
Yeah,
there's
so-
slower. Yeah, okay, because I got a strike.
Yeah, Omar has a strike.
Brian Bickle.
Yeah.
Hey, Antoine Vermette.
For Matt. Yeah.
Yes.
Damn. Respect.
Oh, there's a few guys where I'm like unsure. Chris Versteeg.
Yep.
I thought I said him.
No, you didn't.
Oh.
Getting a bit dicey here.
I'm no longer thinking I can guess these. Who else could there be who we haven't said? Oh, one of the Van Riemsdykes played on the Blackhawks. Trevor Van Riemsdyk.
Yeah. 18 GP in the regular season and 4 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Brad Richards.
Yeah, that was the obvious one that was left. That was, I think, that was the Kane Heartbreaker Sally goal, or one of them at least.
Who's that guy? He still plays right now? I think he's on the Habs right now. Philip Deneau.
And he only played 2 regular season games and no playoffs.
Oh,
2 strikes.
Wait. No. Wait, huh? No. Okay. Never mind. Wait.
There's
Oh,
like one very gettable player still.
one very gettable player still.
Yeah.
I have like ideas of people, but I'm like unsure.
Okay,
he's on
he's
strikes.
timing it here.
Yeah, I'm giving him 5 more seconds.
Oh, wait. Let me think of someone for a second.
4.
I've had 3. No, don't say numbers. I'll throw out a name. 1 second.
Okay, say a name.
Can I ask if Deneau was traded this year or not?
Deneau was traded?
Yeah,
I don't know.
because I know who he was traded for.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Your time's up. That's a strike. All
No.
Oh, come on, there has to
I
be a
had
strike.
people. I was asking.
There.
It doesn't matter. You were over 30 seconds before you asked the question, bro.
Hey, wasn't there other goalie Antti Ranta? Did he play anything in the? What he wouldn't have played.
He
In the
didn't play in the playoffs.
He didn't play in the playoffs. And that wasn't a guess.
Yes, it was.
Oh, it wasn't. I was just talking out loud. Wasn't there other goalie Antti Ranta? But and then as I said that, I was like, oh, I don't think he played in the playoffs, so that doesn't count as a guess.
Actually, I said that.
That counts.
Okay, I'm gonna say Tim Erickson.
Such a random guess, but no, he didn't play in the playoffs. He played played 8 regular season games.
Well, that's it. That's 3 then for me.
Yeah. All right, Evan, go until you get it. So, but go quick. I'm not gonna.
Was Thomas Fleischman on the team?
No.
Okay, I was wondering if Deneau got traded that year for Fleischman and Kopecky or whatever.
I'm counting that as a guess, by the way. That's 2.
Well, I won, no?
Yeah, but I'm giving you one more guess until you get it wrong. I'll give you a hint. One of these guys.
Teravainen, Yoki Haru.
Teravainen, yes. Yogi Haru, no.
There you go.
That's 3.
All right, done. It was Oduya, Halmerson, Kruger, Duncan Keith, Brad Richards, Marion Hossa, Patrick Sharp, Andrew Shaw, Brent Seabrook, Brendan Saad, Taves, Kane, Desjardins, Crawford, Vermette, Bickle, Kimo Timonen, Versteeg, Teravainen, Michael Rosewall, Kaminsky, David Rundblad. Scott Darling was the other goalie. Trevor Van Riemsdyk and Joachim Nordstrom. I think the only other gettable one there might have been probably Darling and Timonen, and even Kruger, I guess. But I mean, he was a 4th line.
I just remember that cup. I was so happy for Marion Hossa.
Which one was the 2015 cup? Was 2015 wasn't Philly, was it?
No, 2015.
That was 2011 or 2010.
Was that Boston?
2015 was.
That might have been Boston.
No, not Boston. 2011. Boston lost in
2011.
And Boston
2011 won.
Boston won in 2011. No.
But then what was 2013?
2015, I believe. No, 2013 they beat Boston in the finals. Yeah.
What was 2015?
2015. So 2020. What was 2015 again? Was it? It wasn't the Sharks. No, it couldn't be the Sharks. Obviously, it was. Who was in the? Who did play?
I can check actually. I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure Philly was 2010.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Tampa Bay. Yeah, I remember that. That was the Boucher, the Guy Boucher Tampa Bay Lightning, right?
Yeah, that's so right.
Yeah.
Well, that was the year Keith won Conn Smythe. I'm sure Kane could have won this Conn Smythe like every year, but game's the game.
Alrighty.
All right.
And
Underrated player.
Underrated player.
For this, we're just going to choose one player that we thought was underrated for the month of November. Evan, you start.
My player is someone who I think with their signing, people were like, they're just going there to die. They're going to like do okay, but not do anything special. But this player has turned out to be essentially a great first line center for this team. This player has won a Conn Smythe trophy. They've won a Stanley Cup, obviously. So Ryan O'Reilly of the Nashville Predators has had a phenomenal season so far and has really stepped up from being like a third line center essentially last year, all the way up to being like a genuine first line center for a team.
That's fair enough.
All right, that's true. Yeah. My guy, I feel like he's underrated most years because you don't generally hear about him much. I mean, you hear about him a little bit, but not much. Maybe because he plays in the West, but Kevin Fiala.
Okay.
He's played 22 games this year, has 21 points, 6 goals, 15 assists. Always steady. He performs in the playoffs every year, whenever they make it anyway. Yeah, and he's good. He's a solid guy. He's good. He's good at both ends of the ice, I think. And he makes a difference. I think, and he's not talked about much. And when he's almost a point a game.
I love Kevin Fiala, so I'm not going to ever dispute anything that has to do with him.
Very good contract as well, actually.
Yeah.
Seems like 7.8 or something like that.
My player is a player that I can 100% guarantee Omer doesn't know because I didn't even know him until we played Arizona on.
I can't name you Arizona, man. Don't.
Okay.
Carcone?
Carsoni.
He's a Senators legend.
You know, and that's why when I heard his name, I was like, this guy sounds familiar, but like I don't know why. So I'm not gonna act like I know him. But that actually makes sense now. This guy's 12 goals this year.
No. Makes
That
no
is
sense.
outrageous.
I swear
Yeah,
Arizona has
like-
one guy every year that like gets called up and just does well. It was like Bunting, Garland. Now it's Carcone.
Carconi. And that's the thing, like, I mean, is he going to keep this up? I don't know. But he could be the Brendan Peary where he gets like 20 goals and 2 assists because right now he's at 12 and 3. So it could end up looking kind of similar. But the other underrated player that I was going to pick for Arizona is someone that I kind of have nominated for our All-Star team. So I didn't want to say him. It's their goalie.
What a great transition.
But
so
we can
now
transition.
moving on as well to our All-Star team, and so we can talk about him as well. So we're going to make an All-Star team for November, and Sufi, take it away.
So we're going to do one at each position. Left wing, center, right wing. 2 defense. Tender. But it's only based off the stats from November. We're going to try to do this monthly. In December, for December, we're going to try to do it earlier in January. But yeah, I think let's just start with some of the more obvious ones.
Like the defense are locks.
Yeah, Hughes and Makar, I think are. I don't know
Not
if we need
Luke.
to get on that.
Sorry, bud.
I don't know if we need to, because my thing is like I can't even like for the other ones, like even right wing I have as a lock, but I can at least talk about other guys that maybe like I could see an argument potentially, but like not really. But for defense, I don't even have anyone else. For me, Makar is the Norris contender right now because of how well he's played defensively, while also having the same amount of points as Hughes. But it's very obviously both of those two right now. Any conversation for Morgan Riley, Yomer, or?
I was gonna say Morgan Riley as the next player on the team. At forward.
Oh, I'm sorry. We already have 2 defensemen, so that's not possible. That's like me suggesting Joel Edmondson or something.
I think we gotta. So I think we gotta put up for November Kucherov.
For right wing, I think it's pretty cut and dry. Like for November at least, he was like far and away not just a points leader. I think he had the most goals too.
Yeah.
Or actually, he was second in goals to point. But I mean, they were both up there. So yeah, I mean, he would get my vote. I think the only other right winger that I would have in a conversation maybe is Nylander, maybe Pasternak, but I don't know if there's really a discussion there outside of Kucherov. So I vote for Kucherov.
Yes.
Evan, do you vote for Kucherov?
Yeah, I vote for Kucherov.
Omer?
I'm the one that said it.
Okay, we're gonna assume it's unanimous because Omer doesn't want to vote. For center, I had a couple of guys down, just strictly based off November. But I have three that I want to talk about that I think
Nathan McKinnon.
Yeah, but I don't think we should give it to him. I think if there's one player we should give it to.
I think there's three that are in the conversation.
No, they're in the conversation, but because of the status of this player, we should give it to him.
The status?
Yeah.
Who the hell are you talking about?
Bedard.
What?
He scored some nice goals in November.
Oh my God. Okay. So I guess his vote is Bedard.
Well, he scored some nice goals, and he's a rookie.
Bro, this is an all-star team. We're trying to make this. We're trying to make this to compete with the NHL All-Star team because all the NHL does is try to pick one player from each team. We don't care about that. We'll pick 6 players from the same team. I don't care. If all 6 players are Tampa players, who cares? If all 6 players
then I think it's a very easy. It's a very easy one. It's not even a discussion. It has to be McKinnon then.
No, bro. McKinnon, Point, and Pedersen were all pretty much the same.
I would not pick Point. Really.
Fair, but I'm saying he's at least in that conversation. He had 10 goals, 10 assists.
Yeah, Pedersen, sure. Yeah. But
Pedersen did drop off a lot, but
I'll vote McKinnon.
Evan?
What was voted?
He voted for Mac.
And you voted for?
I'm waiting till you vote.
Well, seeing as I have Pedersen and McKinnon both in my fantasy team, I would say McKinnon because I feel like you can make the same argument for both teams because both teams have a bunch of really high scoring players, but I feel like McKinnon has had more primary assists and more goals, whereas I feel like Pedersen, Hughes, Miller, Besser, Kuzmenko at times, it's like, and Hronek, they're all getting points every night. Like there's tons of secondary assists and stuff. But McKinnon, even last night I checked, and he had like 2 or 3 primary assists, and like the people who aren't even supposed to be on his line. I'm like, why are you out there?
He has 22 points for 14 games. Yeah, I'm going McKinnon as well. All right, so that was pointless.
Pointless because no votes for him.
Yo, McDavid ended up with 20 points in 14 games in November. How does that? Okay. You know what? I'm going to give my vote to McDavid just for the comeback. But he still loses, but I'm just going to give him a vote.
No.
For left wing, we have quite a lot of discussion. It could literally be JT Miller, Philip Forsberg, Kyle Connor, Panarin.
I feel like
it has to be
Panarin for the month. Panarin only had 16 points in 12 games in November.
Yeah, but he had like some monster games.
My vote goes to JT Miller.
I mean, I just wouldn't vote for Panarin. Like my vote would probably be Forsberg, honestly.
Oh, what do we do if we all?
Okay, so should we all go Kyle Connor then? What a big Jets!
Forsberg with 11 goals, and Forsberg had the most goals in the month of November, aside from Besser. He had the most for the left wingers.
Besser,
no one else.
What a guy!
And then he also had 19 points in 13 games.
So Kyle Connor.
You know what? I'll vote Forsberg.
Kyle Connor.
Let's put it.
Yeah, I'll go Forsberg.
We'll go 2-on-1
No.
for it. There we go. We got.
Anyone but him.
Why don't you like him?
Why do you hate Forsberg?
Because Sufi picked him.
This is hard
He's
for
an
me. Bro.
ex-capital. You're not supposed to like him.
This is hard for me. We traded him for Erat. Bro, how am I supposed to hate him? He never played for us. I can't even say that he played bad for us. He didn't even play for our AHL team.
Yeah.
Goaltending, I have 4 guys down: Talbot, Bobrovsky, Ingram, and Hellebuck. For me, Connor Ingram.
Yeah, me too.
What a story.
Connor
That
Ingram.
is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I'm
He
okay.
just said, Carol Vijmelka, whatever your name is. I'm sorry, I took the starting job. Any trade discussion you might have had to go to be a starter on another team doesn't matter. You're not a starter here anymore.
Ingram deserves it.
Bro, he's been ridiculous. I think the whole goalies being late bloomers thing sometimes really applies. He's like 29. Do I see him keeping this up? Yes, actually.
Late bloomer. Hey, I'm 20.
I don't. I feel like every year or two, there's always 2 or 3 guys that just come in and it's like, wow, I can't believe it. And then like 2 years later, they're in the NHL or AHL.
That's the thing is I'm only saying it because he's a goalie. It's just
No, I mean goalies.
no, I know, but I'm saying like with goalies, it's easy to tell who's kind of just like hot versus who is like.
All right, clip this when Connor Ingram's in like Switzerland in 2 years.
But I'm pretty sure Connor Ingram was like a decent prospect for like a long time, and then oh my god, he's Jack Campbell.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's a little different, bro. He played for Arizona, not Toronto.
Jack Campbell.
You know, Jack Campbell was a year older. Okay, give me a break here. Yeah, I can see it. Just by the way he looks, you know, just he's got a good girth on him. I can see him continuing.
Sure.
Also, Arizona has the best jerseys in the league. Home jersey and their alternate, fire.
Have you seen the Ottawa Senators jerseys? Thank you, Elliot.
They're not even in the damn discussion, bro. Get out of here. If you had the 2007,
The Capitals have the worst jersey in the NHL.
do you think I disagree with that?
The best jersey in the league is the Leafs. Like, I don't think why you would even.
To be fair,
I'm
I
not being
think
a homer.
the Eagle Washington one is pretty sick.
I think the Eagle puts them in like the top 7, but they don't wear that regularly. Even the W is.
I think the black, yellow, and red or whatever, Vancouver and Calgary jerseys are both sick.
Vancouver, yes. The Calgary like ketchup packet jerseys, I don't like that much.
No,
Honestly, my favorite jersey is still probably Vegas.
And you know why those black jerseys are so cool? Because they're just like the Senators' home jerseys.
Of course.
Oh, Vegas has overrated jerseys. They're too sparkly.
I really like their jerseys. I think they're nice, and I honestly love the LA jersey, the black
Like
LA jersey,
home jersey.
the black LA jersey. I love it.
It just says L and A.
Yeah, but it's a very clean look when they wear the silver helmets with it. I gotta say, I love it.
Oh my! The silver helmets are eyesore.
I actually love it.
I actually saw them practicing recently with the helmets. I was like down a few steps, so I could just see like little like lights going over all over the place because of the helmets.
They practice with the silver helmets. That's nuts.
Yeah, it's a bit weird that they practice with them, but yeah. I do really like them at their home jerseys with the silver helmets. I do like them.
I like LA's purple, the reverse retro ones they had.
Those are also nice. Yeah,
those ones were cool. Have you seen the new New York jerseys?
The Rangers?
Yeah, they have stadium. I think it's Stadium Series, or they're not having the Winter Classic. I think Winter Classic is Seattle. The Seattle Winter Classic jerseys are fire.
I haven't seen that.
But the new New York ones look like practice jerseys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look them up. They're not bad, but it's just like they look like practice jerseys. But I'd still take them over this. I do love this jersey though. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That was an efficient episode.
Yeah, let's call it there. 6:00. Yeah.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in to episode 49 of the Important Die Hards podcast. #RorkeSharkShay as well. We really appreciate you listening. We will hopefully be back very soon in person, playing ping pong after. I'm probably going to lose and fight Omar, but it's fine.
Okay, none of us have played in a long time. It's level 0 again.
Yeah, true. Actually, we're all out of practice right now.
Yeah.
But let's wish our teams all good luck in this next week. Omar a safe, slow drive to his dinner, and Sufi a lovely sleep before he comes back to Canada.
Potentially.
And if you are interested, you can find us on all the following platforms:
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, iHeart, Stitcher, SiriusXM. Follow us on TikTok, on Threads, and on Twitter. Right? Twitter, Threads,
Twitter.
X.
Sorry, Threads is the other one. Sorry, X. And on Instagram at The Unfortunate Diehards. And we'll see you next week.